Hi guys, welcome to very first Advanced Java tutorial. Before we getting started with Advanced Java tutorial, first I just want to know you should have core Java knowledge to get understand these topics what we're going to discuss in this series of tutorial. And guys, if you have the knowledge of core Java, that will be more than enough. And if you don't have the knowledge, please go through my core Java tutorial. So I have given very easy examples you can understand, and I think there are 20 videos around we have for core Java tutorial. If you go on through them, then it will be good to understand. And I'll show you what and all topics we covered in core Java, that so that you can get to know the better idea. So these are all the topics we covered in core Java. So from the very basic concepts of core Java to we covered the collection framework till the collection framework. We covered all the topics and have given very small examples for you. And if you take any for suppose if you take one class, so I have given very small examples so that you can able to remember easily, and for programming point of view. And if you just gone through my core Java video tutorial, then it will be more than enough for you to clear the interviews. So I have given examples in terms of interview point of view. So please go through the core Java tutorial first, and if you have the knowledge on core Java, that is good enough, then you can directly jump into the advanced Java tutorial. So in advanced Java, what we're going to develop is we're going to develop a dynamic web pages. What is a dynamic web page? A dynamic web page is called, suppose if you have websites like Facebook or Gmail or LinkedIn or any website if you're looking, these are all called as dynamic web pages. So let me show a Gmail example. So these the Gmail login page. Everybody knows this, and so it is expecting one email address. If you enter and if you click on next, then it will ask for password. Then if you give proper credential, then it will actually take you to the home page of Gmail. So it means in your it will take you to the inbox of Gmail of your emails. Whatever the emails are there in your email box, it will show you. So if you give wrong credentials, it will actually throw error. Suppose if I give test_test.com, if I give some wrong email ID, then what it will tell? It will show you some error saying uh, maybe this is available. If I give test some password, see it is telling wrong password. Try to click on to forget password or reset. So these kind of options it is showing, that it is having special symbols like show password and all. So these are all the different options it is having. This is called as dynamic page. What it is doing is they actually taking inputs from you, then it checks in the database, then it will return you the results. If it is if you give right credentials, then it will actually take you to the inbox. If you give wrong credentials, then it will show error messages like this. So developing these kind of applications and is possible with advanced Java topics. What and all we are going to cover. So we'll be having our own URL like accounts.google.com. Our own URL will be having, and we can see each detail, what and all these values and all we get to know when we are working in advanced Java topics. So what and all required here? First we need a UI page, then we need a data in database. So a data in database and the UI page. To make communication in between, we need to write a Java communication program. To consolidate, we need UI and database and what is that? Java database connectivity. Java with database I'll mention here. DB I can mention as a database. So we need UI and database, and Java how we actually communicate with database to make the validations. So these are all the topics we're going to cover in advanced Java tutorial. I just make you simple understanding here. We can I'll detail you what and all topics in detail we'll be having here in advanced Java. There are only three platforms we have. One is J2 SE, J2 EE, J2 ME. So only we have three different types of platforms we have in Java. One is J2 SE and J2 EE and J2 ME. So then why it is calling us, what is the advanced Java here and why it is calling? So the reason advanced Java people are calling is to like they know core Java and they are learning advanced topics of core Java. So that is the reason people are calling advanced Java, but really there is no word called as advanced Java. Advanced Java means developing these kind of applications is called as advanced topics they will be thinking and they will be calling as advanced Java, but it's not recommended you to call it as advanced Java. So if you don't want to call advanced Java, so what is the actual and original keyword to you call the advanced Java? That is called as J2EE, which is Java Enterprise Edition. As I mentioned, we have only three platforms in Java. One is J2SE, J2EE, and J2ME. J2SE is called Java Standard Edition, which is called as your core Java. Let me remove this. So what is J2SE is called as core Java, and J2EE people are calling as advanced Java. What about this? Advanced? No. This mobile edition. Mobile edition or micro edition. You can call it either way. Micro or mobile edition. So the real terms is J2SE means Java Standard Edition. J2EE means Java Enterprise Edition. J2ME means, as we discussed earlier, Java Micro or Mobile. So I prefer you to call in interviews. If you go, then you can just mention there are three types of platforms we have in Java. One is J2SE, which is Java Standard Edition, and J2EE, Java Enterprise Edition, and J2ME, which is Java Micro or Mobile Edition. Now we are going to discuss about J2EE, which is covers these topics. So mobile edition, which is about developing mobile applications using Java programming language. So this we are not going to cover in this series of tutorial. And the reason it is not preferred is because people are not using this edition in real time. So people are using only J2SE and J2EE. And well, so J2SE, you can ask this question maybe like people are new to Java, so they can ask, can I learn J2EE directly without having J2SE knowledge? The answer is no. You just need to have you must need to have the knowledge of J2SE, which is core Java knowledge you should have. Then only you can understand J2EE, which is advanced topics of Java. First, you just need to know the basic concepts of Java. Then only you can understand the advanced Java topics. So the basic topics like, so if you see my previous video tutorial, there we can see the concepts like, so these are all the topics I have covered in my core Java tutorial. Guys, if you don't know core Java, please go through it. And if you have any uh, basic knowledge, and if you want to have very example oriented uh, programs, and if you have more hands-on experience in core Java, then just go through my videos and practice these programs. Whatever I practiced or I mentioned over here, these programs are more than enough for you to get very deep into the core Java. Then you can easily clear the interviews with these knowledge. So just go through my core Java tutorial. There are around 20 videos are there. It's not even much longer videos. It's a very short period videos, and it's if you just go through core Java for those 20 videos, that will be more than enough for you to get strong knowledge about core Java. Then you can easily clear interviews. I have covered all the topics what and all required for interviews. And coming back to our topic J2EE, you must have the good knowledge. How much good knowledge you have, that will be that much good it is useful to make develop applications using J2EE. And in J2EE, we're going to cover about UI, either HTML. We're going to use HTML here. For database, we'll be using either MySQL or Oracle DB or DB. There are a lot of DBs we have, open source DBs. We can use either of one. And for Java with database connectivity, we'll be using JDBC, which is obvious in Java developers. So these are all the topics we're going to cover. Before we getting started with J2EE, I just want to add one more topic in this series of video tutorial, because in these times people are asking these advanced what are features of Java specifically. So we covered all the basic concepts in core Java tutorial. So these kind of enhancement to core Java. So what are the topics we covered here? It's kind of enhancement to those topics. So if you are good enough in this knowledge, then it's good to go through the latest topics, which is about features of Java. So features of Java means that it's not a basic features. It's specific to version. Suppose the features of Java 5 or features of Java 7. So it's a specific to version specific features. Java 8 or 9. So it's good to have knowledge in these topics as well. Guys, I'm telling again, make sure you should have the basic knowledge of core Java first. Then you just go through this series of tutorial. Then you can get to know all these topics. So in J2EE, first we are going to discuss about first features of specific version of Java. Then we can get into the actual topics. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching.